One afternoon, talking with my mom. She tells me something that happened before I was born. We live in a small city. She had a small restaurant downtown. Lots of people come and go. A lot of regulars and the usual stuff. She was super friendly and supportive to people because she and my dad had a rough life. One stranger comes to eat and tells them he's just passing by. Don't know why, but my parents invite him over to our house. He stays there for like 2 nights and eats at the restaurant. He thanks my parents and tells them he's leaving to continue his trip. Tells my mom that she has a beautiful family and she should be careful because there's a lot of bad people out there. She thanks him and takes it as a compliment. Nothing unusual. Stranger leaves town. It was mid-80s, so information wasn't as fast as today. She later found out the dude was on the run. He kidnapped and violated some kids in another city. "15. Go to grandmother's one day to do some gardening. On the way, see this old woman in her 80s trying to cut ivy above her front door with garden shears. Can't reach and can barely hold the shears. Tell her if she can hold on a couple of hours, I'll do it for her on the way back. Suspicious, and I don't have the most welcoming face. Asks me if my dad is called Billy. He is. Not surprised she knew, because me and him really look alike, and complete strangers who know him have stopped me in the street to ask if he's my dad. Once I confirm it, she seems much more comfortable and accepts my offer. Go back a couple of hours later. Only takes about 10 minutes to do everything. Let her know I'm finished and I'm heading home. But she's made me a cup of tea. British people love tea. Explain my parents are waiting for me and I have to get back.
It's only a quick cup of tea.
Feel sorry for her because she has no company. Except on the condition I can call my parents and let them know I'm going to be late. She agrees, but insists she call them because she hasn't spoke to my mum for ages, and I can drink my tea. Seems fair. Give her the number. She makes the call and starts conversation with my mum. Sitting in living room waiting for tea to cool. Glance around like you do in new places. Phone is on a little table, just outside living room, opposite where I am. Notice something. Excuse me, who are you talking to? Phone doesn't even have a wire on it to plug in anywhere. Gives me the most menacing look and hangs up. This. Barge my way out while she keeps apologizing and telling me I haven't finished my tea. Nah, F that. Get home. Tell parents about it. Dad asks if she's called Doris. She is. Turns out, she poisoned her parents and brother, didn't die, and was in some nut place for years. Had a real vendetta against my dad, because my dad beat her son up when they were like 8. Who knows what was in that tea, bros? Have based Grandpa. Sadly, he passed away. Before he died, he loved spending time at his cabin. Did some hunting and fishing up there. Spent the lonelier hours playing chess by himself. After Grandpa dies, Dad rummages through the cabin for anything that might be of sentimental or financial value. One thing he leaves behind is Grandpa's chess set. It's a cheap one anyway, and not worth anything. Dad comes back a few times to check on the cabin. Finds the chess set open, with pieces on it. It's like that each time he visits. Dad thinks it must be squatters, or just some disrespectful campers/hikers breaking in and using the cabin without permission. Decides to spend a week there to scare off anybody who might be using the cabin on the sly. Puts away the chess set. Passes the night there. Next morning, the chess set is open again, set up with the pieces as though someone were playing during the night. Dad thinks, not good. Figures these must be some brazen intruders. Feels lucky they didn't attack him. He's confused, though, because he locked the front door, and the back door makes a ton of noise when opened, so he knows he would have heard that. Fast forward to that night. Dad doesn't sleep. Stays up all night by the front door with his gun in his lap. Entire night, his attention is focused out the front window. He isn't worried about the back because, again, he knows he'll hear anyone trying to come in through that door long before they actually get inside. All night, nothing happens. When morning comes, Dad is ready for some shut-eye. He gets out of his chair, turns around to head to his room. There on the table, in the same room he's been sitting in all night, just behind his chair, is the chess set. It's open, with the pieces set up on top.